Hi there, guys. So as many of you know, last week, Robin Williams passed away, and it was kind of a shock to all of us. I mean, I learned the news after I came home from bowling with my friends, and it kind of took the wind out of me. I was kind of really shocked by it. And I've been wanting to do this video, like I wanted to do it like the day I found out, but I just wanted to take some time and I wanted to reflect because I didn't really fully understand how to do this video, why we were doing it. So basically what I'm doing right now is that I was going to tell you about how this man affected my life from growing up, first films I saw, how many of his films I saw. So I'm going to start with probably the first film that I remember him being in, which was a film called Hook. It was directed by Steven Spielberg. Dustin Hoffman played Captain Hook, and he played Peter Pan, but it was like a different take on Peter Pan. It's like if Peter Pan grew up, that's what would have happened to him. And I mean, for me as a kid, I just remember that being Peter Pan. What Williams did in that role to me, I was just like, that's Peter Pan. I totally believe that. And I know most people kind of hate on the film today, but I think it's actually really underrated. It's a great film. Great effects. Kind of good. And Robin Williams is very good at it. And another film that I watched a lot when I was a child, I didn't know he was in it until I watched it again in 2004 and I recognized his voice, was Aladdin when he played the genie. And that's how he, sorry guys, like I said, I'm going to try to not cut this as much, so this is going to happen a lot, just want to get it out there. He played the genie, and I realized when I was watching it that this guy was always, the genie was always on fire, like pop culture references, numbers, jokes. He was like one of the high points of Aladdin, as well as like very strong, emotional. See, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. He was good in Aladdin. Like when I finally realized that it was his voice doing it, it just showed like he's a great comedian. Like I'll talk about his stand-up later, but that came in form when he was playing the genie. And like one of the last films that I kept watching over as a child was Mrs. Doubtfire. Now, if somebody handed me a script or any big producer script of that movie today, people would be like, this is kind of creepy. A man dresses as a woman to be near his kids. It's kind of weird. I don't know if we want to make that film, but for some reason, when they made that film, and he put Robin Williams in that role of this father who just wanted to be near his kids, and he has to dress up as a woman to accomplish that, it just works. It's funny, it's heartwarming, and he gives, once again, he was always great at anything he did. He was anything he did, like he was good, and he was good in Jumanji. The little voice of the bad and firm goalie. But most of you forgot that he was the bad and firm goalie. It's like he always had this natural talent, and he always has a lot of voices, and like he would always bounce off characters. And I'll go once more to that in stand up a little bit later. And like when I was like 13, I started delving into his more like his dramatic roles that he released, you know, a long time with his comedies like from the 1990s. I'll first talk about Good Will Hunting. That's the movie that gave him an Oscar, and it's like a very powerful performance from him playing this therapist dealing with Matt Damon's character, who's like a genius, and how they're like playing mind games with each other. And two scenes in that film always stick out to me. There's a scene on the bench when he's just calling out Matt Damon on what he thinks that he's doing. Like, he knows what he's doing, and he doesn't give him any cause. It's like the nicest and roughest thing that he's like talking to his kid at the same time. He's sincere and he's breaking him. it's like it's acting in that scene. I didn't see Robin Williams in it. I just saw this guy who was just calling this kid out. And then many people probably picked this scene too, but it's when Robin Williams is talking to Matt Damon. It's near the end of the film, and he's just telling him, and he keeps repeating, "It's not your fault. It's not your fault." And I don't know, it's like it hits you. Like, he was so good in that film. He was so good in that film, and he got the Oscar that year. He deserved it. So good. But my favorite Robin Williams film, personally to me, is The Dead Poets Society. I saw that before I saw Good Will Hunting. It just seemed like he was very natural playing this teacher who's trying to teach these kids who are like in this very tight boarding school how to like think free. I don't know if I've ever had one teacher like that. I think I've like had essence of that teacher and many teachers that I've had, but like that, like if I was like taking a course, I would want that guy to teach me. I mean, this was like Williams in a very natural part of him because he's like Shakespearean. He's talking about poetry, carpe diem. I didn't realize that was the first time I heard carpe diem. I thought I heard that the first time when I was in my 10th grade English class, but always something was familiar, and it was when I saw that film. And he says, "Carpe diem, seize today." I know, Captain, my Captain. Now, as I said, I was going to talk about, going to shift gears a little from talking about his films, because I recently discovered, since he has passed away, his stand-up. And my God, this guy is on fire on stage. He's just like on it, 110%. It wasn't the first time that like I was exposed to his stand-up. I remember this one time in 9th grade. I was in my health class, and and Mr. Moskal, our health teacher, pulled up this bit he was doing on golf. It was from his 2002 show on Broadway in New York. And it's like he's in a Sky's action, and he's talking about the invention of golf. He's like, "I got an idea for a sport. I take a ball, and I knock it in a gopher hole." And it was like, I just remember watching it, and I was laughing, and after I heard about the news, I was kind of sad. And a day after, somebody on Facebook had posted that bit from that show. And I watched it, and I laughed, and I said, "Dude, I needed that, thank you." And he has many other movies, like I hear he was good in 1 Hour Photo, like he could play like the subtle roles really well. I haven't seen most of those films. Like, I'm looking for Insomniac, I hear he's good in that. I'm looking for 1 Hour. I guess right I'm training right now, I'm trying to see as much of this guy that was in his films as I can, because he doesn't have that many films left coming out. Like, he has like 4. One of them's the New Night Museum. Man, he was such a good guy, and to hear that that he killed himself because he suffered from depression, that kind of once again gave me a shock. And I don't think most people are aware about, suicide and depression. So if you guys watch this video and you saw this guy's childhood and he meant so much to you as he did to me, like, I talked about his films, but I don't think I didn't talk about like his impact on my childhood. I'll do that briefly right now. I mean, I wasn't bullied as a kid. I know that I don't have one of those backstories. I was relatively okay. But when I watched one of his films, I wanted to be that guy that just wanted to make people laugh. Like, I remember I would like always try every day to like do silly accents, second accents, as you heard a while ago. I would go in and out, and I'm just like, I mean, people were okay with me, but like earlier, people didn't like me that much, I guess I can say. But I guess I was looking to this guy back then as like, how do I make people like me? And what I realized that I was always trying to do accents and be something that I'm not. When every time I watched one of his films, he was being him. So watching him taught me to be more of myself, not being somebody else. It wasn't ground changing to my life, but he did, for a portion of my life, have an impact on me. So I just want, I would just like us to be more aware of the fact that, you know, he did commit suicide, he did kill himself, he was depressed, he suffered from depression, and what you guys can do is go to ADAA, it's the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. I'm about there, make a couple of donations, and if you're watching this video, you guys are going to all do me one solid favor. I'm going to leave a link below, but you're going to watch, you guys should watch this video by this guy named Jeremy Jahns, who did a review on Aladdin, and he says that ad revenue on that one video, all that ad revenue that he gets, he's going to donate to the ADAA. I posted on Facebook a couple times on Twitter. I don't think a lot of people from my side have watched it, so if you guys can do me a favor, once this video is done, just click the link below and watch that video, because he's good and he talks about Aladdin. He's going to talk about Aladdin. He's going to talk about him in Aladdin. He's going to talk about how good he was in Aladdin, and he was. That's all I have about that guy. I was thinking about any way to end this video, but I think I'll go the way that Jimmy Fallon did. Oh, Captain, my Captain, you will be missed.